Alright, I'm back with what will probably be the last video in this video series. An interesting thing happened. The Pariden are very weak. Their faction power is about 113 and Gilden is 2043. So even though they're both kingdoms, it's the endgame, and Gilden has decided to declare war on them. I was about to go to war with Gilden in one of the previous videos, but unfortunately the diplomacy changed after I reloaded the game, and I went from hostile to warm level diplomacy. They had a -5 to my diplomacy because it said something like, it's time to end this, or something like that, where basically, I guess we're at turn 500 or so, and the computer decided that it has enough power, it needs to end the game if it can. So when I reloaded, that had gone away, but apparently this is about 25 turns after that reload, and I was enjoying our good relations, and all of a sudden they go to war with Pariden. So the Tarth, from a psychological point of view, they don't like to see the smaller nations getting picked on by the larger ones, which is why they hate the empires so much. But as much as they hate the empires, they hate it even more when the Kingdom of Men do it, because in the Tarth opinion, they should know better. At least the fallen races have the excuse of being fallen. So we're going to formally declare war and find out exactly how good the AI can be in the endgame about attacking on several different fronts at once. This is another interesting thing. It's almost like the computer's been trying to put pressure on me. They've just been sitting these units in my territory for I don't know how many turns. And I would click leave my territory or prepare for war, but I was afraid before that they would declare war. But now that I'm going to declare war, I really don't want to click it because it might send them to a random location on the edge of my territory where I don't have any troops ready. So I'll just declare war. His reaction: it's a shame that it must come to this between us, Lady Irene. Yes. But once again, remember, our war is justified because they attacked a weaker ally. I don't know what just happened there. Oh, crap. Yeah, I accidentally clicked the expel button on this very small interface option. Did not do what I wanted. Okay, so I will attack them. Let's see what'll happen. Oh, got a nice battlefield here. Let's take a moment. I always just begin a battle, just sort of trying to figure out where you can and can't move. Looks like we've got 2 blocking tiles there. Flanking position to the right and left. This all looks okay. Alright, so I've got a little bit of a problem. My archers are in the front line once again. That's always an issue. Wish they'd get that fixed, but I think what I can do is just block off this main front area by moving my own unit there, who I will then cast haste on for +8 initiative. It's kind of a huge bonus, but it's worth it. I mean, it's earned because I have 3 air shards. Alright, so now I can move again, actually. So I could actually take the fight to them. Let's see, their fastest unit is going to be this horseman. Yeah, I'm going to mop up this horseman. It's going to be a pretty awesome attack. Okay. So some weird things just happened. It looked like I'm using a character, Arvin, who I apparently gave a Berserker Axe to because he just tried to use Maul on them, and unfortunately I missed. Which makes me wonder how much dodge that unit had. He only had 2 dodge, so that was a really terrible miss. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to let it get me down. Okay, so I'll flank right with these spearmen, flank left with these spearmen. I'm to the point in the game where I have so many awesome craftable items that give me +1 per level. I can just have ridiculous levels of dodge and such. It makes fighting armies like this kind of a chore. Well, a fun chore. Alright. They're unfortunate in that they don't have any archers. Although, I gotta say, they have a lot of health, and it's interesting that I'm not one-shotting them with my archers like I normally do. Order the Cenotaph. Yeah, I only did 70 damage, or, what, 60 damage? See how I do against Spear Maidens. Yeah, about 52 damage. Now one thing I can do with these bowmen is I could probably upgrade them if I felt like it. From Master Bow to U Longbow. Oh, scratch that. They consider Master Bow to be better than U Longbow, even though it doesn't have the same penetration rate, so I can't upgrade them, which is unfortunate, because U Longbow is way better than Master Bow. Okay. Hopefully Maul hits this time. Nope, it dodged again, which makes me think that the function isn't working. I know for a fact that should have hit. I have an extreme level of accuracy on that unit. But oh well. He's got such high initiative it won't matter in the end. God, there must be something wrong with how Maul is working still, because it's only supposed to do -4 accuracy, and I know my accuracy is at like 40 or something. Let me check. Arvin. Yeah, accuracy is 40. So first hit should be at 40, second hit should be at 36. There's no way that would miss. Definitely gonna have to post about that. Frog Boy's not gonna be happy. They've been doing a lot of work on Maul. It's like a really good weapon idea, but it just doesn't seem to be working with this game. And they've already put so much effort into balancing it and fixing the bugs that they're probably getting fed up by this point. But yeah, this battle was pretty simple. I've had this stack just sort of waiting here because I assumed that they would declare war. Yeah, dodged again. So I'm gonna have to switch this weapon out with something better. Berserker Axe is totally lame. Hey, but at least I don't fill my armies full of scouts, right? Yes, this pioneer just dodged a level 10 hero. Well done. Okay. They've got one more army. It's even weaker, but it does have some more cavalry. Oops, I forgot to switch out his weapon. I think he has a way better sword on him right now, too. I should have checked. My units have a ridiculous level of constitution. I've been maxing out my constitution bonuses over the course of the game. Aura Vitality is a really nice spell. It sort of is the answer to Master of Magic's Overpowered Life magic, but in this case it's just that spell just gives you like probably the only good bonuses you can get from a shard that isn't direct attack. think what I'm going to do is make a list of each weapon, because there's some people are sort of grouping together every single Maul weapon with all the others, and I think that there's some confusion on that point, because it seems like Berserker Axe misses, the Berserker Sword never misses, and bears are actually pretty well balanced. So something's going wrong. I'm just not quite sure what it is. Huh, one more army. Never should have let these guys sit in my territory this long. Once again, I forgot to switch weapons. Some people wanted to allow weapon switching during combat. I don't think that's a good idea, even if it just takes your turn for that round. It's just that, you know, you should already have your gear set up before you're in battle. And if you don't, you should be shit out of luck. That's my opinion on it anyways. I think it would be too unbalanced if players could just switch to the best countering weapons when they see what the enemy's doing. Because the AI is never going to be able to decide those sorts of things efficiently. Alright, so I'm getting my classic insta-kills on unarmored units. But I would need you longbows if I wanted to actually hurt armored units in the same way. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this axe, because it's officially making my hero die. Oh well, won't matter now. Huh, dodged on first strike. I suppose that's possible. One more army to fight. I'm gonna smarten up this time. Yeah, I've got some pretty nice maces. I've got an ice mace, which is great for getting through armor, and a Druss blade, which is just pretty much great. Yeah, it'll ignore armor. So I'll switch back to that. In fact, just out of spite, I'm going to sell the Berserker's Axe. Should call it the Bastard Axe. Alright. Do I have all my gear? Yeah, see. +1 strength per level, +1 dodge per level. And that's it. So let's see what else I can get. +1 accuracy per level. Could have used that last round. I can get the Greaves. +1 dexterity per level. That'll increase my crit. That might be worth it. Oh, and that's a dodge bonus too. And then the really expensive thing is Champion's Cuirass, which is +1 Constitution per level. Although, you only want to get that once you're already at full health, so maybe what I'll do is see if there's a health potion. Oh, I don't have health potions at the city. I think it's really cool that you can get health potions, but you have to build a building that makes them for you. Although I do wish that that building could then level up with the city level and have more interesting potions later on in the game. Upgradable buildings in that sort of respect, where it increases variety over time, is something that the devs haven't really plunged into yet as far as development. I'm hoping that'll come later, so it's not a huge deal in my opinion, but it'll be a big deal if the game releases without some of those features. Until then, it's just, you know, sit and keep your fingers crossed, I guess. Alright. This battle should be even easier, Kinda wish I could heal my unit, but he's not much of a mage. I think I'm just not gonna send him in first. Actually, whoops. I do need to cover this hole, though. Alright. As soon as this animation ends, we can start the next attack. There it is. These horsemen are totally weak. Whoever designed them didn't know what they were doing. Or they just wanted them to be super cheap, I guess. Maybe they did know what they were doing. A little off-screen action from my bows. Alright, so this guy's gonna get wailed on if I don't help him out. Oh, nice hit. I forgot he's got such a great weapon now. Just stay there. Counter these horsemen. Wouldn't it be nice if every pole weapon like this, like a spear, would do extra damage against mounted units? Wouldn't that just be like a super logical thing you would expect from every game ever since the beginning of games? In my opinion, yes. The devs have been relatively silent about the issue. I don't understand why they think that spears should get 66% piercing through armor. Piercing is already the best attack against armor, because no armor specifically blocks piercing, even though arguably chainmail could. Right now chainmail is really good against... Wow, I should just stayed in the damn city, but I don't want them to destroy my shards, so I'm going to keep on doing every battle like this. Now that I've lost some health, I will play this a little differently. Crap, I hasted the wrong unit. If you haste the guy there, he's gonna... Oh, wait, no. See, my archers have charge, so they can move all the way to the back of the screen on the first try. Alright. I'm going to play this one defensively, so put him there. Oh, I can cast haste again. Really nice to give +8 initiative to my archers. I mean, they're already pretty powerful, but this reduces, or it totally eliminates their initiative penalty. Now they get another strike. This is going to open the way for their cavalry to get through, but it's not going to matter. It's only 3 mana, too. Such a great price. There's certain spells that mesh really well with archery. This is one of them. Obscuring Fog is nice, too. I'm working on a special ability for sort of like a rogue trait where you can throw a smoke bomb on the field, and it'll reduce the ability to be hit, but also the ability to hit when you're inside the smoke. But traits like that are really only ever going to work if I can figure out how to make an animation for them that will cover the screen without bogging the game down to a crawl. Alright. If I was playing fair, these battles would do a lot more damage to my units, but since I have these great archers that I've been using all game, I don't really see a point in losing for the sake of it. Alright. I'm getting some pretty good experience from these. I would really like to level this guy soon, but... oh, he's got so much more to do before he can level. Alright, so I'll go back into my city. and let those guys heal up. These bastards also put some units by this city. This is gonna be an interesting battle. These units are about evenly matched, and I won't be able to use magic this time. Alright, so attack the weakest link. Move my archers way back. A lot of people don't understand the logic behind what I'm doing. Or maybe a lot of people get it intuitively, but basically what I want to do is, since there's stacks and I can damage each one, I want to reduce the numbers of each stack so that they can do less damage overall to me. I could try and eliminate one or two, but the ones that do get to attack, if they attack at full strength, they could wipe out half my army on their turn. The important thing to do in the beginning is just cripple the enemy's ability to cripple you, essentially. And there you go. These guys did a great job, but they're really high level. Look at that, level 7. They've been with me since the beginning of the game. Some pretty great health values there. Alright, so I suppose since I won that, I can bring them all up here. I've been planning for this battle for a long time. One of the best things is I have this river here to protect me from guerrilla warfare. They're going to take a while getting over this river, and if they try to use the hill, I've got an army waiting for them on the other side. In fact, oh, they've got 0 movement. Okay. So stage 1 was to defend my shards. Stage 2 is going to be to take this sort of craterous valley area that I've scouted out over the past 20 turns. It was a lot of fun scouting it. I think that's one of the most enjoyable things in the game, is to send a little scouting unit out and sort of have to like help him survive against creatures, and he mostly has to rely on outmaneuvering everything around him, but also trying to stay out of the enemy's territory as much as possible. It really adds an interesting element to the game. Alright. Oh, here's a little bug. My influence is sort of snaking over there for no reason. That's not good. Alright. Ooh, yeah, this hero has a scath that she's riding. Listrid. And she's got a really nice staff. This is going to be fun to watch. Alright, I'll try and hurry this up for the folks at home. A little laggy there. Alright. Another thing I'm going to do is take this city. I have reinforcements on my territory, so I can be pretty aggressive. It's hard to see these roads. It's really important that you don't walk on the wrong area, because it'll ruin your attack strategy. Okay. So right now what we're seeing is my units blitzkrieg the enemy. In fact, we've got bows here, so we're not even going to move forward. Alright. Double check this staff. Incineration staff, yeah, she'll do some interesting damage. Although the animation's messed up. Still. It's better than nothing, and then she's never really ever in danger. Okay. But she's got some powerful spells in case I ever get into trouble. That's really what you want mage heroes for. And having 3 archers is pretty much a win with the way that I do my initiative bonuses. Alright, my city now. Oh, wow, that was unexpected. Not all these units are the latest model. Okay. Looks like... Oh, that's right. They were probably sending a legion towards Pariden territory. So that's why they've got units sitting around. Over here. So I've got a unit for defense, and then this is sort of my guerrilla movement unit. I need to start leveling this guy because he has marauder troops seen here. They've actually got an encumbrance problem until they start leveling their 1 strength per level bonus. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on them and make sure that they're constantly leveling for the next couple of battles. Or for the next couple of turns during battles. It's an interesting balance you have to do right now, because you can't have you know, stacks of doom of heroes, which is still overpowered, but you never get any experience from it. So I don't know. I think that's a good way to handle it. But the downside on that is you have to be able to build units that are more expensive to fill your armies up, which sort of creates a problem. Basically, if you have... Alright, here's another city I can attack. If you have a better economy, you can afford a better army, and no matter how much adventuring you do, you're never going to do as well as the larger cities. Okay, so they won't be able to attack this turn. Let's see what's going on over here. They're trying to command posts. They've got Spear Maiden and archers. So not a huge threat on any of my borders. Although I am a little under-defended if they try to do something creative on me. Let's see. I've got a seeker here. I'm gonna have to start scouting more. I lost all my scouts that I was using for fun, or I disbanded them, because most of them were useless on the other side of the field. So I just sort of got rid of them. Alright, took Fargan's Keep. This will be interesting to see if they attack it or not. It's a pretty strong army. Plus, they would be wise to regroup a little bit before they tried to counterattack. Okay, got my Cossacks. I cringe to think about going through this area because it's so bugged. For some reason, the AI, or the pathing AI, cannot figure out how to get through this area. Oh, got Pariden trying to sneak attack on the Gilden. They should probably be sending all of their armies this direction. But their armies are so ridiculously weak, it wouldn't matter anyways. Okay, oh, this is really nice. These are the best archers I can make right now. They're U longbow. They've got Monk's Road for +2 initiative. They get +2 initiative from a trait, +3 initiative from the charge trait on the first turn. And wow, did I really train these guys with only 2 traits? That's terrible. I'll fix that when the video ends. That was a huge mistake. I don't know what the other trait would have been that I chose. Oh crap, I do know. It was supposed to be Scout, which would give them +1 movement. Right now they only have 3 movement. They need 4 movement to do what I want them to. Alright. So I won't train any more of those. I do need more Cossacks. See, I've got a crapload of warg right now because I've been buying it from Gilden, because I knew we were going to war, and as someone pointed out in the forums, if you're going to war with somebody, you should do all the trading you possibly can before war is declared, because they're never going to give you those resources again at such a great price. We've definitely got some Ferengi in our forums. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Go to the top view because I need to see where the roads might be. Doesn't look like there's any roads. Oh well, really those units aren't going to be part of the battle. They're stuck in the forest, and by the time they get out, I'll be able to counterattack. So instead, I'll start going this way. Won't get too much XP from these, but still gotta try. I have Pandemonium. It's a good spell. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do. Banishing Staff. Okay, this is a different hero than I thought it was. Melee hero. Fireball, Flame Dart. 16 damage. That feels a little weak for 2 fire shards. Oh, I like this. Watch this. These are some powerful units. Yeah. Can't ask for much better than that. Plus, these are battle axes, so they get a backswing on everything they do. It's just so much win. Okay. Oh, there's something I did want to check out here. Oh yes, 7 intelligence. That's not very good. 28 constitution, so if you're keeping track of that, that is a huge fracking bonus to constitution. Man, that's so awesome. Life magic is just my favorite. Not that death magic isn't good. It's just not as good, I don't think. Okay. Well, this will be fun. I haven't had a chance to try out the Guardian statues yet, but this is an awesome addition to the game. Just a big old stone statue that comes to life to defend the city. Great idea. Okay, so let's check out the stats real quick. 31 constitution, that's nothing to shake a stick at. It's got the Golem Longsword. It's a pretty nice sword. Weak spell resistance. It should have high spell resistance. Golems, I think, are supposed to be immune to magic. Immune to crit, immune to poison, large. Alright. So there's still a lot I can do against him. I don't think his initiative's very high for one thing. Oh, yeah, he's got a high initiative. Alright, well, anyhow, I can cast Slow. For minus 6 to initiative. That doesn't actually seem that powerful now that I'm looking at it. But I'll do it anyways, I don't care. Sometimes it... Oh, okay, resisted. That was highly unlikely. He only has your standard level of resistance. Guardian statue. Let's see how you do against longbows. Or masterwork longbows, let's say. Actually, absorbs the damage pretty well. He's got 22 armor. Okay, there goes your only advantage. 1, 2, 1, 2. Move up to there. Yeah, humans always get first strike. Crap! Why would you do that? Why would you move to the front of the battle? It's the worst thing you could have possibly done. Because you've got a spell staff. Yeah, this unit has plus 10 to spell mastery, which means that there is no spell that shouldn't be going through when she casts it. It's pretty ridiculous that that spell didn't go. Oh well. She's got 15 armor. Let's see if I can move her back. Alright, nothing else for her. Oh, she can come back and fight again. Not that it'll really matter. This is gonna kill everybody. I love watching these guys do their thing. Haha. Now from the back angle. Oh. Alright, so there's another fire shard, another earth shard. That kind of rocks. Oh, and I can build embassy now, which is 1 per faction plus 1 diplomatic capital. Diplocap is really hard to get very much of, and once you do have it, it's not as useful as some of the other things. I think that you should either be able to get more of it, like they've done with a lot of other stuff, or just make everything that uses it a little cheaper, because it takes forever to get some. That's all I can really build. Oh well, I don't need to build anything. This city's already got everything it needs. Oh, and it's got training yard too, so I can use it quite a bit for other stuff. I think that I need to wait a turn before those shards will switch over to my faction. Okay, now I've got a good view of this road. Take another city. Huh. These guys are up to their arms in enchantments. Just cast blind just for the fun of it. This unit took me somewhere around 20 turns to snake him to and fro through Gilden cities. I hired him on the other side of the map and had to bring him all the way over here. The undefeated. They should have named him Soldaig the impossible to get to. Oh well. Gilden's loss is my gain. Ha! You dodged. Last try. Alright. Well, they're almost making this too easy. It's no fun if it's too easy. Let's see where the enemy is. Oh, only those 2 spots. Okay. Which means that these units haven't reacted yet. This is... Oh, this will be fun. I don't think I fought a battle on a river yet. Huh. Pretty good unit composition. But I have so many bowmen, it's never gonna matter. And I don't want to move at all, because I have a good system right now. Stonecutter, I can bring him up. He doesn't have haste. Oh, but I did get him with Drain Life. Transfers 8 hit points. I don't have any death shards, obviously. But I thought it was interesting I could cast that on anybody I wanted. Oh, Fracture is pretty good against high-level things that aren't immune to magic. Sort of a niche spell. But I like niche spells. They're really good in one situation, but you have to remember that you have them. Alright. I'm just going to let them come to me a little bit. My archers can move back. Horsemen, Tech 69. Start with those guys. Move these guys back. Then take out their archers. Take out these horsemen. Oh, I shot at the wrong ones. Oh well, they're dead. Yeah, I should have hit those guys. Not that they are capitalizing on any sort of advantage. I'm sure he would dodge. Ha! Really need better defense than that, guys. Oh, I have, sorry, that was just really exciting for me. I have +7 regeneration per turn, thanks to all my life shards. You gotta love that. There's a good dodge. And I'm totally healed now, which is awesome. It frees up my units to do a lot more dangerous things when I know they can heal themselves every turn. Which is why I think life magic is the best. Little UI issue there. Stacks seem to have issues. I'm not too worried about it though. Oh, I never really did check out the battle here. It looks nice. Not a lot of tactical uniqueness next to a river. I wish that we were fighting through the river and that the river stops all movement. That would be a much more fun battle. Oh well, he doesn't need to use magic. So, take out their archers first. I don't really like the way that mages are leveling or that the magic tree increases the usefulness of mages, because basically they just decided that, well, every other thing gets better damage as they level, or as you go through the tech tree, so let's just make these exactly the same. Whereas I think that AoE spells should be, like, basically one of the major advantages of magic is you can hit multiple units at once. Now, they don't have to do a lot of damage. In fact, it could be the exact same damage, 5 attack, and then just have it do a radius of 1. I think that would be a lot more interesting and add a lot of variety to the tactical battles. Because then you'd have heroes using trained unit weapons, using crafted weapons, just because it's such a effective tool to stop large crowds from destroying your heroes. Alright, well. This battle's pretty much over. Although they are doing some pretty decent damage. Because they've got so many units, I don't really want to just sit in the back the whole time. But I probably should have, because they're doing great damage. Maybe next time I'll sit in the back. I was a little overconfident this time. I thought that because I didn't have any cavalry that I would be doing better, but really those spears are going to go through my armor no matter what. Okay, I got the level. This guy just now reached level 9. Affinity, my 10% cast for tactical spells. Normally I would take that for any other unit, but Earth doesn't have the best tactical spells. It's not really going to be that useful. Strength is already 34. This is something that bothers me. You get a spell resistance bonus, but it doesn't show your spell resistance stat anywhere here. Probably needs to be on there somewhere. Well, my dexterity is 4, which tells me that this guy sucks. So I'll give him a little bit of that. No wonder he never dodges anything. Okay. Spear Maiden's army. There's one more army here to fight. I have a theory that if I can defeat all of their major armies in the first couple of turns, the same thing will happen that happened with Capitar, where they just give up. So my goal is to just make them give up. It's much more convenient for me. I'm going to cast Obscuring Fog this time, be a little more conservative. There's not really any place for me to go on the battlefield, so I'm going to stay here. It's an unfortunate place to do all these battles. But now that I know this is pretty much the only river map, I'll use that to my advantage next time I'm attacking on the rivers. This will be great for my mounted units. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh, I guess I can hit them. I'm not sure that the range attack limits are working correctly. You're only supposed to have range of 9 with masterwork bows, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Keep them out of the fight this time. They took the most damage last time. It's taken a while. Okay. See, I was paranoid about this fight, but I didn't really check it, and it turns out they've got pioneers in their group. No point in worrying. Actually did that play wrong. I should have taken the close guy out first. Won't matter in the end. Oh, that was weird. I don't know if you guys saw that. Animation just bugged out. Every time I see little errors like that, I think that it's probably memory issues, and so just to be safe, I like to go ahead and restart the game. Although there's a lot of problems when loading a game. You lose information. It's been a problem with Stardock games ever since Galactic Civilizations. Even with Twilight of the Arnor, which is their best game, like every once in a while you'd load a game after a really long time, and just things would be totally screwed up. I think they refer to that as save integrity. Anyways, it'd be nice if they could fix it for this game. Although, I would say that that is one of those things for me that I say put on the very back burner after you fix absolutely everything else with your game. Because people are hypercritical about most everything, but they're just never going to be that critical about save integrity. Also, I hate to be devil's advocate. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. I'm always devil's advocate. He needs an advocate. He can't speak. I think he's mute. Uh, but anyhow, it would be super nice for Stardock to sort of think about how much the people giving the Metacritic scores are going to play the game, and what they're going to notice first off, and how easy or difficult it is to play the game not knowing anything about it, and just jumping right in, and try to make that part of the game have the most polish. Whereas, sort of like my level of play, where I've been playing this game for years, it feels like, because it's so similar to War of Magic, and I've been following the game mechanics and giving my own suggestions and building mods for this already even. I know everything about it. So the things that bother me are things that you'd only, notice much later in your purchase or review, and probably never in a review, in fact. It would be nice if they put those things on the back burner and try to prioritize things like making sure that the game mechanics are clearly defined for the user, and that even if and then basically like the very beginning of the game is a lot of fun to play, even if the end game sort of suffers from it. Right, so this is the second turn after all that. Built a gallows, that'll be fitting for my new wartime era. I don't want to bog down this review with a whole bunch of city maintenance. City maintenance is like, or building stuff and such, is probably the worst aspect of the game right now. Just because it needs flavor. It's the most flavorless part of the game. Buildings don't really seem like they do that much, and there aren't any game changer buildings. I would really like some like huge differences between gameplays because of city level up buildings. Not that they have to do that to get a high score. It's just something I would enjoy. Alright. Looks like it's time to try out Pandemonium. Yeah, I heard this was a great spell, and it is. Dazed, weakened, confused. Everyone's getting screwed. Now I can rush in with my Cossacks. Counter their units pretty well. I love this. I get so many moves. I can hit all the way back to their archers with these Cossacks. 60 and 9, 53 and 9. Take you out first. Ha! Yeah, I also have a higher fire resistance because they're all wearing fire resistant capes. I figured out you don't need to be able to counterspell Fireball necessarily. You just need to have 75% resistance to counter to it. And these are my Marauders. They're the best units I have that I can train. In fact, in a few levels, they're going to be the best units, period. Because it's essentially having 7 heroes in one stack. And they're 75% immune to fire magic, so even Fireball won't counter them. Alright, I'm gonna move you back. You got hurt a lot more than I thought you would. I might as well cast Fireball, or Flame Dart. Wow, nice hit. These guys must not have any spell resistance. Oh, that was a mistake. I assume those were archers, because they hadn't fired yet. There you go. Okay. So, looks like my hero gets 3 times the experience. That can't be right. It's only supposed to be 50% more experience. Oh, these are you longbowmen. These are all ranged units, which means that I can totally destroy them. This will be an interesting battle. People say that you can't counter range units very well. But watch this. Okay, so distance doesn't matter, which means I can move all my units as far forward as possible. I think I'm going to cast Pandemonium again. Worked well last time. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it could do direct damage. It's a fun little advantage. Wow, these guys have such great... Okay, so can I find out who's going to attack next? No. It would be nice if it... Or, well, I could try doing this. This is a little bit gamey. No, it doesn't work. I want to be able to see which archer is going first. Oh, well, I'll just attack the most powerful ones. They're probably going to get some shots off. And those are yew longbows, so I'm a little worried about their piercing ability. Okay. Wow, -6 initiative doesn't mean what it used to. That sucks. Oh well. I guess I was thinking that I could do some life magic spells to protect Lokar. Ah, flesh wound, -10% health points. I got lucky there. Oh no, my stack's gone. And they've got a lot more army there too. Wow. Okay, so apparently you don't ever want to lose a battle because you'll lose everything you own. Oh, wait, no, I see. The leader died and is now immobilized, and the army was sent back to the city. I never would have attacked if I knew those were the rules. Hey, that's one thing they should make really clear for new players. Any devs are watching this. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the video because it's going to take a while to set up the next series of attacks. And I'll probably only post them if they're interesting at all. Thanks for watching.